Breaking news, United States update. Good evening. We begin tonight with breaking developments involving the United States and rising tensions overseas that could have major global consequences. This is not routine political noise. This is a situation that officials are calling fluid, sensitive, and potentially dangerous. Let's get straight to it. Escalating tensions with Iran. Over the last 24 hours, new intelligence reports suggest increased military alert levels in areas where U.S. forces are stationed near Iran. Pentagon officials are closely monitoring movements in the region. Now, let me be clear, there has been no formal declaration of war, but military analysts say the temperature is rising, and when tensions rise in this part of the world, history tells us things can change very quickly. Oil markets reacted almost immediately. Defense officials have reportedly reviewed contingency plans. And diplomatic channels, though still open, are under pressure. Behind the scenes, conversations are happening. The question is, will diplomacy hold? Or are we witnessing the early stages of something bigger? Strong political reactions. Back here at home, political leaders are responding, and the reactions are intense. Former President Donald Trump released a statement urging a strong and decisive response, saying America must show power and deterrence. His remarks immediately sparked debate across Washington. Some lawmakers agree, arguing that hesitation invites escalation. Others are urging caution, warning that America cannot afford another prolonged overseas conflict. And this debate is unfolding just as the nation heads deeper into a high-stakes political season. Foreign policy is no longer a background issue. It is front and center. Pentagon and military readiness. Sources indicate the Department of Defense has elevated readiness levels as a precaution. This does not mean conflict is imminent, but it does mean the United States is preparing for multiple scenarios. Military experts say preparation is about deterrence, sending a signal without firing a shot. Still, when troop movements increase and statements become sharper, global markets listen, and so does the world. Economic ripple effects. Wall Street responded with caution today. Energy stocks fluctuated. Defense companies saw activity. Investors shifted towards safer assets. Why? Because instability in the Middle East often impacts oil supply routes, and oil affects everything, from gas prices to shipping to global inflation. The Federal Reserve is also watching closely. Any sustained geopolitical shock could complicate economic recovery efforts. For everyday Americans, the big question is simple. Will this affect prices at the pump? It's too early to say, but markets are preparing just in case. Diplomatic pressure mounts. International leaders are urging restraint. European allies have reportedly encouraged dialogue over escalation. The United Nations has emphasized diplomacy, while regional powers are attempting quiet mediation efforts. The coming days may determine whether this cools down or intensifies. National security debate at home. Meanwhile, members of Congress are demanding classified briefings. Lawmakers want clarity. What is the actual threat level? What options are on the table? And how far is the administration willing to go? Some senators argue that deterrence prevents war. Others argue that escalation invites it. This is the balance American leadership now faces. Strength versus restraint. What happens next? Here's what experts are watching. Military positioning in key strategic zones. Official statements from Tehran and Washington. Oil market volatility. Emergency diplomatic talks. If rhetoric softens, tensions may ease. If rhetoric hardens, markets and military posture may follow. Right now, officials describe the situation in one word: developing. The bigger picture, moments like this test global stability. They test alliances, they test leadership, and they test communication channels that operate far from public view. The United States remains the world's largest military power. Iran remains a key regional force. And when two powers send signals at the same time, the world watches. Tonight there is no confirmed conflict, but there is heightened awareness, there is strategic positioning, and there is unmistakable tension. We will continue monitoring every development as this story unfolds. For now, stay informed, rely on verified updates, and avoid speculation circulating online. This is a rapidly changing situation. We'll bring you updates the moment we have confirmed information. Thank you for watching Velox. Stay safe.